Hello and welcome to Quartic Training. My name is Nicholas Blaine, Chief Executive. This presentation is to tell you all about the Chartered Financial Analyst Program, how it can help your careers in financial world, and how we at Quartic Training can help you by providing a wide variety of training courses. So the Chartered Financial Analyst Program, what's it all about? It has become the definitive benchmark in the investment industry and all the different industries relating to investments. The Financial Times has called it a second passport, an international gold standard. This program is truly global. The exam you sit, you may do level 1 in London, level 2 in Singapore, level 3 in New York. It is the same program all around the world. It is the same qualification all around the world. It really is truly global. There are now more than 200,000 candidates a year doing this exam. And this means that in well over 100 countries, you've got charter holders, CFA charter holders in senior financial positions. The other comment on the right is from Hong Kong's South China Morning Post, a job ad saying that we're often needing CFA charter holders in jobs. So this really is global. One example from London, one example in The Economist from Hong Kong. The exam here is really global. A lot of people ask, how does this compare to a Master's in Finance or an MBA? And the main answer is its uniqueness. There is one CFA globally. If you do an MBA or a Master's course in a good topic from a very good university, then fantastic, that's going to get you a really good job. But the very fact that there are tens of thousands of Master's courses and MBAs, any of you just have to open your spam box and you'll find that for a couple of dollars you can buy a Master's course. It's not really worth the pixels it's printed on. However, what you know is that with CFA, because it is the same program globally, employers all around the world understand its value and will give credit to those people who have committed themselves to getting through the exams. There are a number of different career paths. Here we've got some statistics here. CFA Institute into 6 figures now, more than 100,000 investment professionals. That includes all the CFA charter holders. And they're in a wide range of roles here. Now, we can break down the professions into a number of different areas. First of all, you should understand the difference between buy side and sell side. The buy side are the investors, in particular the portfolio managers. They are investing for themselves, or more likely for clients, whether it's the big institutions, banks, asset managers, insurance companies, foundations, endowments, pension funds, etc. Then the other side is the sell side. Sell side doesn't mean people who are selling investments, but it means organizations involved in a transaction, such as stockbroking and investment banks. Let's go through just some of these in a bit more detail. First of all, portfolio managers. You can see that, although that's listed on the left, you can see up 26% of all CFA charter holders are in this position. You can see it's the biggest section here. These are people who are putting together portfolios, constructing them, managing them, checking that they are achieving what their clients require. With the portfolio managers, there are a number of research analysts. The portfolio manager is going to be analyzing the research provided by the analysts, the research analysts, into what investments to put into the portfolio. So you need to be looking at different sectors, maybe shares or bonds or derivatives, and that's the research coming out of the analysts, leading up to the portfolio managers. The chief executives are there running their businesses in a wide range of different industries. Consultants could be helping clients or helping portfolio managers in specialist areas. Relationship managers could be talking to clients. This could be on the sell side, where you have a salesman who understands all the financial products and they are advising their clients on what type of investments could be appropriate to their portfolio managers. Risk managers, often very heavily involved with derivatives. So risk managers are looking at certain positions of risk. It may well be that a portfolio is exposed to a certain currency or a certain economic risk. And so how do we prevent that risk from causing too big a loss to the client? Financial advisors, also helping clients, helping people work out what to put in a portfolio. Corporate financial analysts or corporate finance, and this is really part of investment banking, where this is all the sell side, where we are advising clients on buying and selling. So where we're looking at investment banks and corporate finance, these are firms that are acting as a broker, finding a buyer and a seller. Now it could be on a very small scale, where you've got someone buying 1,000 Amazon shares and someone selling 1,000 Amazon shares, and the two being matched together. Or it could be on a much larger scale. One company wants to expand into a new market and buy up a company there, or buy up a local competitor to try and grow market share. It could be a privatization, where a government wants to sell some shares to the population to try and raise funds and put the company into the public hands. So a wide range of transactions here within corporate finance. That gives you an idea. Within these roles you can break it down into many steps further, but these are the key career paths where you've got people who are analysing investments, and the whole of CFA is about investment analysis so that we can advise our clients in how to invest. Here you can see some of the top employers. These are listed on the CFA Institute website, and these firms each employ many hundreds, some of them even thousands of CFA charter holders at their offices around the world. I'm sure you are all familiar with many of the names on that screen. So what do you need to start the program? Many people listening will be thinking that maybe you're finishing university, you want to now move into a professional qualification. What is it that's needed? If you have got a bachelor's degree, now this needs to be a 3-year program from any recognized university, but if you have a 3-year bachelor's degree from a university in any subject, then you are eligible to join the program. That is the most common route in. There are a couple of alternatives for people that don't have a bachelor's degree. First of all, if you have 4 years professional work experience, this means that it's possible that you don't have a degree, but if you have 4 years of work experience in any profession, whether it's legal work or accounting, it needs to be professional work. It specifically excludes internships and part-time work. But the whole point of this is the CFA exam is not designed for 18-year-old school leavers. It's designed for people that have a little bit of knowledge of the world, whether it's through university or through work experience. If you're in the last year of your degree program, then you can enroll for the program and sit level 1. The rule is that the exam needs to be in the same year as you are going to be receiving your degree. However, you will then need to complete your degree before you enroll for level 2. And finally, there's sort of a bit of a mixing option. If you've got, let's say, a 2-year college diploma and 2 years of work experience, then that is also suitable as long as it adds up to at least 4 years. So that's the background. Any of those routes will allow you to join the CFA program. Once you've decided to register for the CFA program, then you have the commitment. The first part of the commitment is actually somewhat serious. It's the professional conduct statement. It's an ethical statement. It doesn't take you more than about 15 or 20 seconds on the internet, but as you're signing up, you have to sign this PCS, and what it says, it's tough ethical questions such as, have you been to prison recently? Are you intending to go to prison in the near future? I mean, we can make a little bit of a joke of it, but in all seriousness, what it's saying is, are you an ethical person? Can you be trusted with client money? This is one of the most important components when you're signing up, that the Institute is checking that you are someone of integrity, someone to whom a client can entrust their money, and you will act with the client's best interests, not your own, at heart. And if you're that sort of person, then you're the sort of person that CFA Institute wants to join its ranks. So the professional conduct statement, it may only take a few seconds, and it's asking some fairly basic yes-no questions. But if you answer them truly hand on heart, then you have got the right attitude to get going. The exam is in English. The exam is only in English. Although certain bits of documentation are translated into multiple languages, the exam itself is designed for people who don't have English as a first language. In fact, these days, a rather small minority of CFA candidates do have English as the mother tongue, and so it is designed for that. Your English does not need to be completely fluent by any means, and we can certainly advise you on the specific level of English necessary. And thirdly, you need to pay the CFA Institute fees. Now, I'll talk about Quartic and how we can help you and what fees we charge. But these are fees specific to CFA Institute. They're typically just around 1,000 or slightly above US dollars.